Well, I just left the center store, and there's a lot of fishing in here. Brown trout, bass. I caught a lot of bass in here this past summer. If you like bass fishing. And they're catching some really nice brown trout in here. This is the Pittsburgh school, grade school, and that's the town office. Not very big, is it? The building's over 200 years old. I don't know what's going on here this morning. There's always something going on down here in Pittsburgh. That's the cool thing about this little town. And I don't know what's going on here. It's just welcome Chewonkees. Chewonkees is an Indian reservation, I think. It's somewhere down east, or I believe. And I guess they're here doing some stuff this morning. Great little school. They used to have. I have a friend that works here. His name is John, and it's Chief John. He's the chief of police down here, and he's a brown belt. He's been teaching down here for 10 years, and he teaches here at the school. Lucky him. I checked into it and found out this is where he teaches. Because I was going to teach a program down here if I could. And he's really a nice guy. I don't know what I think he teaches Goju, I think. I'm not positive. Anyway, this is part of the village. So this town office, not very big. We'll get across the street here without getting hit. That's the fire station here. And I like this. This is the Veterans Memorial here. And I can honestly say, I probably shouldn't be saying this on camera, but I'm from Brunswick. And I really don't like Brunswick anymore, even though I grew up there, because they don't take care of their veterans, and they also don't do much for the veterans. That's been one of my pet peeves at that town, and I've complained about it, that it's really going some when you can go to little towns and they have, you know, memorials like this for veterans. And you go to Brunswick and they don't have a stinking thing. They have one stone there in the middle of the town. It's been there for decades, and that really bothers me a lot. Anyway, this little town has this for veterans, which is cool. You can't see much. There's flowers and everything here in the summertime. Isn't this cool? I don't know where they got the anchor, but this is really pretty in the summertime. Excuse me. You can see there's some plaques here, and also the Vietnam era, Korean War and the Vietnam era. And these are people. I don't think they're from this town. Probably through the whole state of Maine, I'm sure, because this isn't a very big town. I know my friend LaValle's probably on here somewhere. Bob LaValle, Robert. This is cool. This is really old. This has been here for a long time. Bob LaValle is a good friend of mine, Pete LaValle, who I grew up with, and he was killed in Vietnam. I remember I was at the house when they came and told the Valleys that he had been killed, and that was probably, I don't know, about 1967, I believe it was, somewhere around there. Of course, years later, I went there also. Anyway, inside is a nice memorial, and it overlooks the pond down here. I guess the police chief is in. But anyway, it really does. It bothers me a great deal that this happens, because they, you know, you can go to any of the other outside towns. Even Lisbon Falls is a small town like this, and they have these really big memorials for veterans. and Brunswick doesn't, and I get really ticked off about this. I get so ticked off that I left that town, and there's other reason why I left that town. Anyway, I'm going to get myself in trouble here, I guess, probably talking about Brunswick, but most of them know how I feel anyway. But you know, there's one thing that you do, you should take care of your veterans. I don't care, you know, about anything else. You should be taking care of your veterans. There's no reason in the world why a veteran should go and risk their life every day of the week and turn around and come home and be homeless. And I know I've been there, okay? That's why it's really bothers me. I've been there, and it's not very nice for them to come home. They have enough problems dealing with PTSD and depression and anxiety, and the list goes on without being homeless and not being able to find a job. Of course, by the time I came back, I couldn't get a job. But anyway, we're not going to go there. It's a nice morning, and I don't want to ruin it. So let's take a ride. I got an American flag that's coming up here. It was on my flagpole and it got all ripped up. And I bring it here and they know how to dispose of it. That's another thing that bothers me. I don't like going to the dump and find an American flag down there. It's only happened once. I hope it never happens again. Take care and have a nice morning.